Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your positive feedback. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance from the weekly and monthly tarot forecast that I offer here on my channel, I do actually draw and upload every single day a daily oracle guidance card to my Instagram and Facebook pages. So if you're interested in receiving additional guidance, please head over and like me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. If you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, I do actually have linked below in the description bar my website, so head over to my website and read about how I offer my private readings. And make sure that for these weekly tarot forecasts you are watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign to get the most insight. Some weeks you will resonate more with your sun sign, other weeks you will resonate more with your rising sign or ascendant sign, and then sometimes you might even resonate with all three, your sun, moon, and rising sign. So again, I just want to thank you guys so very much for all of your support. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for all of the positive feedback, your likes, your shares, your comments. I do wish you all a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of September 5th through the 11th. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. Alright, Scorpio, so at the bottom of the deck I have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups can represent, for some of you, you could be waiting on an offer, waiting on information, waiting on an offer to come through. This isn't necessarily like anything is wrong. It just might be, for some of you, you feeling flat or just like emotionally discontent. I think that you're waiting, so you're feeling a little bored with having to wait. For other Scorpios, the Four of Cups can represent kind of, you might be waiting on something, literally, you could be waiting on something. And then for other Scorpios, there could be an offer that's coming through this week that maybe you need to take a second look at. You might brush, some of you could brush off an offer and not want to think twice about it. But, you know, it actually could be something wonderful. Now, the overall energy, Scorpio, for the entire week is actually the Page of Pentacles. So this can be communication that's quite significant. For some of you, this could be communication in regards to money, assets, something to do with career, or even something to do with a home. This could be an opportunity or an offer that's coming through for you, Scorpio. Now, because we have the Tower here, for some of you this will represent a home. So this could be an offer if you've been trying to sell your home. This could be an offer in regards to a home. Maybe you're trying to buy a house. Maybe you're putting in an offer on a house. Because the Tower can absolutely represent a piece of real estate, a building, a structure. But it also represents great change, and this could be something happening quite suddenly. So this can represent that very sudden energy. So for some of you, this communication that's coming through, it actually could be coming in quite suddenly. I do not feel like this is something negative. I feel like this is something that you're very focused on. For many of you, this is something you've been dreaming about. I think that you want this communication and you could absolutely be receiving it this week. And as a matter of fact, for some of you, with the energy of the Four of Cups here, this could have been something that you've been waiting on, to be honest. With the Three of Pentacles, this is a very focused energy, and he's sort of looking, the way I'm kind of viewing this is he's looking towards the Tower. And with the Seven of Cups underneath this, I think that you've been dreaming about this great change, dreaming about this great change, this very significant change to take place within your life. The Seven of Cups is a very dreamy, illusionary, can represent fantasizing. sort of energy. And with the Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess here, this could be a situation dealing with 3 people. This could be like a love triangle type of situation. For others, you know, this could be something going on within career or something related to a house. I see you working very hard and devoting a lot of your time and energy into something, into a project, into, for some of you, maybe trying to buy a home or trying to sell your home. But with the High Priestess here, for some of you, this is, yes, your intuition is going to be incredibly strong. But also, she's a very secretive, mysterious woman. So for some Scorpios, you could be playing your cards close to your chest, not revealing too much. I see many of you dreaming a lot, desiring certain things. I think that some of you also might have many options in front of you. And I think that you're trying to listen to your intuition when deciding, you know, which option to go with. But I think that for some of you, while you're trying to do that, you have this communication that's coming through quite suddenly. Now, I am sensing that if this is a situation dealing with 3 people, and one of them certainly could be a fire sign person. As a matter of fact, I have the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and I have the King of Cups. So here you are, Scorpio, no matter if you're male or female. And then I have these fiery energies around you. So for some of you, you certainly could be dealing with, you know, 2 fire signs, or a fire sign and a water sign. But if you've been dealing with maybe a situation, dealing with 3 people, for some of you, you could have been in a relationship that just was not working out. It was going nowhere. And maybe for some of you, you met someone else and it could have been a secret, something that you were keeping hidden. For some of you, this could be within the workplace with the 3 of Pentacles. And with the energy of the Tower, it can absolutely sometimes represent something crumbling that was not built on a strong enough foundation. So if a relationship is ending for you, Scorpio, I do not see you being brokenhearted whatsoever. And I am speaking to a very, you know, small number of Scorpios right now. This is for a very small number of you. If a relationship is ending, if something is crumbling, it's almost like, I feel like you wanted this to happen. For some of you, I think that this is now allowing you to maybe pursue or communicate with that other person. So... yeah, very interesting spread here. Now we have that Queen of Wands. So this could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries person. That's very significant. But normally when I have the King and Queen of the same suit in a spread together, this is indicating a couple. And this would be a fiery couple. Now I know you're a Scorpio, but you know, this could have been a very passionate relationship, more of like a tumultuous relationship, a very passionate, tumultuous relationship. And I think that, you know, if you were in a relationship with like a fiery person, even if they're not necessarily a fire sign, this could be just a person who has some fire in their chart, or someone who's just very creative or passionate. I think that I feel like you're going to listen to your intuition, and maybe, you know, with the Tower energy and the Page of Pentacles, you could be communicating with this person that, you know, just how you feel with that 4 of Cups, that you're no longer happy and that maybe you're ready to move on. Because with the 10 of Wands here, it can be a stressful energy. Feeling overburdened, feeling for some of you like you have too much on your plate. You might need to lighten your load, but this could be you feeling overwhelmed or stressed out with a fire sign person. And I do think that you're trusting your intuition in regards to that situation. the King of Cups is highly, highly intuitive, especially with the High Priestess here. So I feel like for many of you, you absolutely need to trust your intuition this week. And if you have been desiring a fire sign person, maybe you're not in a relationship with one, but maybe you're desiring a fire sign person, I think that you need to take action. The King or the Queen of Wands, you know, these are people who don't like to sit on the sidelines. They're very passionate, creative individuals, and they, for me, represent taking action, taking charge, moving forward, taking action. So I think that you need to listen to your intuition. I think you need to take action. For some of you, this is going to be in regards to moving to a new home. Maybe this is something that's been a process, something that you've been waiting on. It's been weighing on you. It has been a little bit stressful, but I see communication coming through. If this is in regards to, you know, career, a job situation, I see communication coming through, and it could be quite suddenly. So however you relate to this, Scorpio, you need to listen to your intuition, and I feel like you need to take charge. For some of you, you need to follow your heart. Let me pull you an additional guidance card. So overall, emotionally, I see it being a good week. You could be dreaming a lot, but there's nothing wrong with that. Financially, I think it's going to be a good week. I see you working incredibly hard. Oh, very nice, Scorpio. This is beautiful. We have Xana. This card just flew out, so it's very, very significant. We have, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. This is one of my favorite cards, Scorpio. The worst is now behind you. You are protected from all types of harm. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Very nice. This is just a lovely confirmation that whatever was stressing you out, it's coming to an end. Tens represent cycles that are completing, and this is coming to an end, Scorpio. Okay? So I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care.